Round 1 with featured card, featuring that man, Ricky Wysocki, dropping his bombs early and often. Here he is on hole number 7. This actually plays as the first hole on this course, with a nice little park job there. Here on hole 10, using the forehand, and that's metal, but he gets a bad roll away there. Just unlucky out to the edge of the circle, but no problem for Wysocki. Jeremy Colling taps out with a couple birdies of his own to end the round, and he's going to take a one-shot lead heading into day 3. Simon Lizotte also making a big jump up to the lead car for the final round, and we caught up with Big Germ to see what his approach would be.
You know, there's no such thing for me as protecting. It's just, I got to go out there and play my game. I mean, 1 stroke is nothing. 5 strokes is really nothing. You know, I mean, you start getting late in the round and you start thinking about that. But right now, it's I got to go out there and I got to play really great golf. And if I do, then I'll be the guy up on top at the end. So.
He's going to start it off here on hole 7, taking a more straight line approach than most of the other players here, and 6 to play as we head to the front, more open part of the course. Forehand, skip off of the tree, roll just the edge of the circle, and another missed putt for Colleen. Just can't seem to get it consistently going today. And another one on hole 2. At this point, Colleen has dropped 2 behind to Conrad, and he needs to get on a roll. He takes the champion Roadrunner, and it goes. And it could go all the shooting almost as hot a round as James Conrad to come up to 5th place. Speaking of hot, let's take a look at the Discraft hot shots for the Waco Annual Charity Open. Flashing back to round 1, Patrick Brown with the near ace. Brown ended up in 8th overall. Again in round 1, Lisa Fakis over in the women's division with a beautiful shot. Speaking of Simon Lazat, a huge putt in round 1 for birdie. He had the putter going strong all week long in Waco. We'll see what he can do next week at the Nick High Memorial. Will Schustrick, one of the biggest arms in the game, going big over the water. Always love to hear that sound. And he converts for the eagle. That's a great way to close out the round for Schustrick. He tied for 14th place. Back in the women's division, Sarah Hogan with another great shot, getting medal. She came in 2nd for the tournament. Eagle McMahon with a standstill roller. Yes, a standstill roller. Gets out into the woods, but he cleans it up for an eagle of his own. Gotta love the namesake shot there. McMahon tied for 12th in the event, and some more Will Schustrick with a huge birdie putt from just outside the circle on hole 1. Speaking of big putts, another man who knows something about big putts, Ricky Wasaki, closing out the hot shots as we head into the Prodigy hot round. We haven't had much time to talk about the women's division at the Waco Annual Charity Open. The event again won by Paige Pierce. She is now 6 for 6 on the season, and a big part of that was her 7 under par first round at the Beast. Nearly blemish-free, 1 bogey on the round, 82% in fairway hits, 87% from circle 1, and most importantly, a 78% scramble rate. That means when she was off the fairway, she got it back, converted. Another great performance from Paige Pierce. And as we go on to the men's side, we have to come back to James Conrad's amazing, course record-breaking final round out of Brazos East. 15 under par. You have the eagle in the middle, the one lone bogey, taking the shine off the day only slightly. But again, a huge performance from James Conrad. 89% fairway hits and 90% putting from in the circle. Leading the field in birdie percentage that day out at Brazos. Just a tremendous performance from the 2016 Disc Golf Pro Tour Rookie of the Year.
This is my 3rd tournament of the season. I didn't start as hot as I'd like at the Memorial or the Gentlemen's Club. Respectable finishes at both around 20th, I think 17th and 21st, so not bad, but not up top where I know I can hang, and felt like I definitely proved that this weekend. I was right up there with the best in the world at this game, so that was fun.
We all have those moments, we have those memories. They're life-changing, they're pivotal. To me, it's really about a life well lived. We make something that at its best has the opportunity to be a part of those moments with people. You decided that we were welcome to be a part of that moment. We weren't even there, but something we do and that we labor really hard to make sure is really nice and is beautiful, gets to be a part of these other people's memories, and that just feels like a gift.
Let's check in with Pro Tour Director Steve Dodge for the Innova Discs standings and stats.
So, the stats that we're going to look at today on the women's side is fairway hits. One player had 100% fairway hits in that final round, and that player was, not surprisingly, Sarah Holcomb. She made an amazing run at Page, falling just short at the end of that round. 100% fairway hits. Well done by Sarah Holcomb. That's our stat of the week. And that's a wrap for the Waco presented by Dynamic Discs. Congratulations to our 3 female champions, Paige Pierce, Sarah Hokum, and Stephanie Vincent. And on the men's side, a dramatic overtime win by Jeremy Coling over James Conrad. Ricky Wysocki, Simon Lizotte tie for 3rd. So let's see where that puts us in the tour point standings after 2 events. The top 8 men so far: Simon Lizotte getting a 2nd place and a 3rd place with 157 points, as you can see on your screen. Jeremy Coling got a 12th and a 4th, 144, tied with Ricky Wysocki, who's got 2/3. Dave Feldberg, 3rd and 12th, 117 points. James Conrad launches up from 26th up to 5th. Last year, he made it into the top 8 and thrilled us he could do it again. Paul Macbeth sits in 6th with just his 1 victory. Eagle McMahon and Devin Owens round out the top 8. All right, on to the women. The top 3 women get a bye into the semis in the Tour Championship. The top 6 women get a bye into the quarters. After 2 events, the top 3 women are, in this order, Paige Pierce, Sarah Hokum, and Katrina Allen, sitting at 200, 170, and 135 points, respectively. 4, 5, and 6, Lisa Fakis, Madison Walker, and Jennifer Allen squeaking into that 6th spot with a strong finish here.
That's going to do it from Waco, but the Disc Golf Pro Tour is still staying in Texas. Next event headed up north to Rockwall for the Nick High Memorial, starting this Friday, March 31st. Be sure to tune in to coverage live at 3:30 p.m. Eastern on the Disc Golf Pro Tour's YouTube channel. Until next time, for Jomez Productions, I'm Steve Hill. Remember to keep it in bounds.